Hello everybody, welcome back to SheffPlays. Today we're ranking zombie maps. I feel like I may have done this, but I don't remember. And, it might be revised, it might be different. And if I have done it, we're going to see how consistent I am. Let's boogie. Derisendrach. This map, I used to not be a fan of, but it's starting to grow on me. I'll give it a B. It's not one of my favorites. I think it's a solid map. But it's growing on me. So yeah, B. Garod Crovey. Garod Crovey's an A. That map is way harder than I remember. But it's so cool. It's so different than like everything else. It's really dope. It's one of my all-time favorites. Transit, A. I don't understand everybody's gripe with it. I know the fog is a lot of people's big hoopla, and I don't know. I don't know. I see a lot of people pooping on that map, and I don't understand it personally. That's one of my favorites. Ancient Evil? I think it's B. I don't think it's terrible. It's okay. As far as the ending of Chaos goes, I know it wasn't supposed to be the last map for them, but I think it was a solid way to go out. So, yeah. Ascension, E. Not a fan. I don't know. It's mainly the monkeys, and I can't give it a full F because of that. I know a ton of people love the map, but I can't, man. I do retry it. It's not like I just knock it entirely. I do retry it. Not a huge fan of that map, man. Blood of the Dead. I think Blood gets an A. I think it's an okay map. I think it's pretty solid. Pretty good remake. I like the backstory it added with Richtofen's lab being right there. All the characters getting to experience it and seeing the ghosts. I'm like, no, at least Weasel. Yeah. Buried. I think Buried, if I was making this when Black Ops 2 season just finished, it would be an S. But it's a good map, but it gets boring super quick. Once you've done everything and you're just sitting in the hall. I mean, you could say that for any map, really. I don't know. I think Buried, because I've played it so many times, is just It's not bad, it's harmless, but it's not one of my favorites. Call of the Dead. C. Again, not a bad map. It's just not up there for me. I rarely play it by myself, and when I do play it, there's only one friend that I play it with, and he always immediately attacks George. So that's not even the map's fault. That's his fault. But, Derice, C. It's a harmless map, but it's just not one of my favorites. I think it's okay. If you want a quick game of zombies, then that's fine, but, yeah. Die Rise, B. Again, I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. I think it definitely holds some merit. It's got a pretty cool wonder weapon. It's a way different setting. I really like the ones that stray from the norm, like the rooftop hopping is definitely something that's different. The setting of, China is different. I just really like it. Dead of the Night, C. I think it's okay. The first couple times, the map itself feels a lot bigger than it really is. But once you know the layout and you know how to get back and forth, it's not really a big map. 5. 5 is an A. I really like 5. Even with the Pentagon Thief, I think 5 is a really good map. I haven't played it in a while. I might play it for a live stream or something once I'm feeling better. But it's a really good map. I don't think it gets talked about enough when it comes to zombies. I know it's super old and we have new maps and stuff, but I don't think it gets talked about enough. 9? 9 is a B. I'm not a huge fan of all the different types of zombies. But I did use it to aid my dark matter in that game exponentially. So I feel like it's got to have some merit. Kino, hey, can't go wrong with a classic. And the remake is also done beautifully. It's such a good map. It's a good time. I feel like it's a lot like Derice, where if you're looking for a quick game, you can hop in and knock out 15 rounds pretty quick. So yeah, Moon. Moon's A. A lot of these are going to be pretty high tier. I absolutely love Moon. It's always fun. And again, the difference. And you get the choice of either going to the moon or you can stay at. Oh man, it's been so long since I've played Griffin Station and just grind out for as long as possible. Both are fun options. Mob, S. Mob will always be an S tier to me. Even if the rest of these change, Mob will be an S. It's always been one of my go-tos and one of my favorites. Like, I still hop on Black Ops 2 time to time just to play a game of Mob, just because it's so fun. And I don't know, I really like Alcatraz. I think it's a cool thing. Well, it's not a cool thing, but it's, it's a neat setting. Knocked? C? No, C. For what it's worth, it's not terrible. And I have been playing since it was just Knocked. So it's not like I'm a new guy that's like, oh, this map is so small, it doesn't have anything to it. It's just not one of my favorites. I mean, for pure nostalgia's sake, or sense, whatever you want to say, it is a solid map. But, ground roots without it, we wouldn't have the rest of it, but, it's not something I would push the other maps out of the way to play. Origins? Origins is an A. I don't think it's an S. I've never been like a super fan of Origins. I think it's a fine map. I think it's got really cool wonder weapons, really cool side Easter eggs. But it's just, it's not my favorite. I think if you are looking to play zombies to accomplish things, that's one of the go-to maps because there's so much you can do, so much you can accomplish besides just surviving. So I think that definitely gives it merit. It's just not one of my favorites. Revelations, we'll give it an A. Or, you know what? B. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's not great, I don't know. I think at first, I think it had a lot of the, which one am I looking for here? I think it has Dead of the Night syndrome, where it feels so much bigger until you get the layout of the map, and then it doesn't feel as big. So yeah. Shangri-La. Shangri-La's an S. I love Shangri-La. It's another one of my obvious top tiers. Like, it is a map I could just play for days and days. Like, it used to be like an F for me back when like I was really into zombies, probably in like my teenage years. It was an F tier for me back then, but now it's definitely an F or S. Definitely an S tier. I love it so much. Shinonuma. Shinonuma's a B. It's not bad. It's got cool mechanics. It's a fun little map. Another speed map. Another classic from World at War. Again, harmless, but, not one of my favorites. Shadows of Evil. C. I think the novelty of the celebrity cast and who they were, and like all the mechanics, made it really stand out when it first came out. Again, none of these are bad maps except for this one. And this is all my opinion too. You don't have to agree. But yeah. Verrucht. S. Those are my three S's. Veructus, I don't know. There's something about it. Like, you're aware it's small. Like, there's two different starting options. And if you're playing with a buddy, you could either be on the same side or you could be on the other side and have to meet back up, which can be fun. And the map itself is just, I don't know, it's a fun high round. And like when you get high rounds on that, it can feel like a high round just because every hallway is so tight and linear that it just, you know, it feels like an accomplishment. Voyage, D. It's fine, I guess. I think my issue with it is when they were promoting Voyage, they made it sound exponentially bigger than it actually ended up being. The only reason it has some merit is because that's the only way I was able to get my Koshka gold. So, Zetsubao, we'll give it an A. Zetsubao is a solid map. It was the first map that I ever discovered how to do everything on. So that holds a special place to me. But I tried to play it again not too long ago, and it just doesn't have the same feel as it used to. That could just be because I'm getting into different types of maps now. Like, I'm more into the tight spaces. So those are my rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. And I'm really starting to feel a lot better now. I know I sound congested, and I am, but my throat is starting to feel really good. I'm still positive, so that's rough. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. So hopefully we'll have more stuff like, I want to do another episode of We Love the Internet because that's really fun. I just have to figure out a topic. It's been a while since I've done gameplay with my face in it besides the demo. So maybe we'll do something like that. Minecraft Ark or something, I don't know. We'll see. See ya.